in the beginning, you knew what Real Madrid were trying to do.
Yep.
But they couldn't get those opportunities. I think Madrid should be thankful to Bayern in their wastefulness. Look, Bayern are going to bath Real Madrid. I'm telling you. Bayern. The aggregate score, you see, it's one of those games that it will spoil football.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much for always tuning in to the best podcast across the world. It's the Malam Go Betway podcast. It's the best podcast because you say so and because you made it so. So thank you very much for always tuning in. Thank you very much for always sharing. And thank you all for the comments that keeps coming on the pod. Remember, we've introduced something else. Normally now, before every episode, one of us is going to post on our socials that we are meeting. So if you have any question, keep them coming. So once you see those ones, please drop whatever question you've got for us. You can also drop them in the YouTube comment section. That is our first and foremost, if you like, community that we build. So we will not neglect you. So keep those questions coming. Today, I'm here with Danny K and of course, Achu. Thank you very much for all the views and all the comments from last week's episode. It was mind-blowing. Almost reaching 30K from the Black Stars Otoado sacking conversation. So I'll do a little bit of reading of some of the comments that have come through. I think it's just fair. Sure. Yao Anderson says that Heat, the best sports podcast on the continent. Hope to see all at least all or at least two of you at the CBS Golazo. All right, thank you very much for your thoughts. And then this one is from Emmanuel Arthur, says that coach is the happiest. Is the most, he had to emphasize. So is the most happiest man on earth right now. Yeah. You know the thing about English that, there are some English you say you don't write or you don't speak that is overrated.
Yeah.
Heck, what the hell is wrong with me saying most happiest?
Both speak to the degree of...
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If I say he's the happiest man, I say he's the most happiest man. It's understandable.
Most is the highest degree of an event or an incident that you are talking about.
So I should be able to break...
that's repetition.
Okay, so I'm saying...
Yeah.
By the rules that they wrote for English, you don't speak it that way. You can't use most and then happiest.
Yes.
And I'm saying that is a simple rule that can be broken. That still makes sense. If somebody tells me that coach is the most happiest person on earth, I don't think it changes the understanding of happiest. Right?
I get you. It's just tautology, but
it's just and look, when you speak with even people from the very foundation of English countries, England, Scotland, everything, bro, they mix the plural and the singular anyhow, and nobody cares. Yeah, you're saying those of us who learn to know, we want to be perfectionists, to be honest. Because when I speak to them, or if you not speak to them, watch. When you're watching the Premier League, listen to your panditry, those who are English. Or when you're watching all this podcast, listen to someone like Wayne Rooney, listen to someone like Frank Lampard.
But you see, Sicho, those are bad examples because the version of English they are speaking, even among the English society, is widely accepted to be broken, if you like, and not the official written English.
No. So
do you get?
No, what I'm saying is,
and I'm not even talking about the accent. Just
I get
grammar.
But alone. I'm saying when you go to the UK now, when you go to the UK now and you're speaking, it's like tree, right? Anybody can speak tree, and the true Akan speaker will tell you that word shouldn't have been that. But the meaning of what the person said is not lost, and it's clear enough. It's the same for every language. When you go to Spain, when you go to England, when you go to France, is this like the average English person speaks the English that makes you at times wonder, why is he saying them instead of a singular? Why is he saying, I instead of me? And I'm saying those things are for academic purposes. You are writing it, so you have to be correct and everything. Yeah. But in their day-to-day speaking and using of the language, bro, I'm feeling free. So the most happiest now I can know. It is clear. Coach is the most happiest man on earth right now. It is, you are laying emphasis with tautology. Yeah. Koftown Babe says that I'm taking Ket or Kraku to court. I wish Coach was going to ask him how far the conversation went with the minister.
There's someone who asked that question on Twitter as well.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
that he wanted to find out
How
that is going with. So maybe when coach comes,
he would have had a whole week now to do that. 2 weeks to do that. So that would have been an interesting episode. I really want to see how they can test the law with that. It's an interesting proposition that you told us you're going to find a coach for us. You gave us a criteria. We're hoping we'll get somebody of that ilk.
No, you see, it seems odd or oddly new to us because we're not used to people
taking these things up.
We're not used to people taking things up and testing the law in that manner. But fundamentally, we're not used to public office holders and the establishment itself being held accountable in that manner.
Yeah.
We have seen and we repeatedly read stories about how in the States, in other countries, people can sue the governments for reasons that we will deem to be very flimsy.
People are suing the American government and other governments around the globe for vaccines and all of that. Like they're suing.
You get me?
People are suing hospitals. Like people are suing schools.
There are people
who sue police.
Yeah,
Charlie, people are suing.
There are people who sue the government for not giving them.
The courts are busy.
This COVID incident, there are people who took their governments to court for not giving them sufficient information about how to manage the crisis.
Yeah.
There are those who believe the governments lied to them about vaccines, about all of those things. Yeah. The judicial systems in those jurisdictions embrace that level of inquisition and also public accountability, because fundamentally to this case, it would not, elsewhere, it will be reasonable to question the use of public resources and even the decisions there. So it will not just be the case of, I think this person is a good fit for the job. In other jurisdictions, the question will be, what did you stand to gain by that appointment? We will interrogate it and open it
I think
to realms that others will think to be absurd. But fundamentally, the law gives room for you to interrogate to the point where there is no doubt that there was no conflict of interest, that a person did not benefit in any way from that decision.
Again, aside the conflict of interest, I think if coach wants to take the case to court, I think where he has to really, really focus on is, had the FA not brought out any criteria, the FA is free to go. Once the FA told us the kind of person that was going to take the job, then the FA locked and boxed themselves. Because if you told us that the caliber of person that could take the job is what we had in the criteria, and it brings somebody who doesn't fit any part of the criteria, and you pay the person the highest ever wage the country has ever paid for any national team coach, then the question is, why did you make it public the kind of person you wanted to bring in and bring us somebody who falls short of that?
At what point did
the criteria change? Because if it did change, then every single coach in the country deserved to know, because some could have applied and could have saved money because they might have been cheaper. So I think whether some of the money went to somebody or not, they can look into that. But the first thing is, why do you tell the entire country that this is what you're looking for? And by that, block every single Ghanaian coach out of the opportunity to apply for the job.
Yeah. Also, because fundamentally, every money that is spent, every public resource that is used, the government and its officers who engage in that activity owe a duty of care to the public to ensure that they are getting best value for that.
Absolutely,
money.
because it's a seeker.
So look, elsewhere, the court systems will permit that, but there are already...
The case says, coach, take care to the FA to court. Oh, Charlie! Take it. The FA said, no, he goeth nowhere.
But just to say that, even in the society, moves like this would not have been viewed with, oh, this is different.
Yeah.
But because it would have been part of us, you get me? Yeah.
Okay, Kesmo says that, oh, Charlie, the Jama alone, they kill me. Telemo, Ketty, telemo. And let's G says, if I was a lawyer, I would sue Ket for causing financial loss to the state. Julius Dan said, Danike is top. It's a top guy. So that one we should write only top, not top.
No, top.
Top 3. That one is allowed.
But the guy saw into the future.
Yeah,
he saw into the future.
Yeah. Top guy. Bro, top. So It's from the episode. No, the guy before. Yeah, if you the top, no.
Go to the top.
All right, this one says, Cochito, come collect your stone. Child. Madagascar. Charlie, you people there. Francis Menu says, oh, no more. Then Menu Jr. says, I said these guys were going to sing. Great energy. All right. After the sacking, I was waiting for coach. I'm watching from Russia, Moscow. Hey. How is Moscow? How is Russia?
How do you even greet in Russian? Don't disappoint.
Spasiba. Or spasiba be thank you.
Spasiba be thank you. Welcome was... I've lost that. Spasiba, I remember.
You need to go back.
The list to you top. Oh, Russia. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, Russia. I'm not finished enjoying myself. It is really, for me, the best country I've visited. I've been to a few. But it's been the best. You know, Russia is so vast. Wherever you go, it's a different country. Sochi feels like a different country. Krasnodar feels like a different country. St. Petersburg is the most beautiful city I've visited. It's the most, like, nothing comes close. It's more beautiful than Moscow. Moscow is very traditional Russia, but Petersburg is Sochi is boiling, chilling, beach. You see the way
Miami.
Yeah, Sochi. If you land before you go land for the airport from Moscow, you pass seat up, you land no, you carry your bag, you come out no, some beach day here, the taxi drivers are go fit up like a dress opening, wear some cool hats. It be beach. Girls, some of the girls some way. Then we
the Russian girls, you know.
Yeah. And if you are doing the train from Sochi to Krasnodar, it's along a beach, and then the other side of it is a hill. So the hill, people them houses they there with the beach. If they pass, then the girls they wave you from the beach. They wave. The wife say, where are the swabby? I say, I don't know, bitch, I'm waving them. They see for coming inside, they wave it. And bro, like it's I'm like virtually naked on the beach at sunbathing and
virtually what?
Virtually naked, you know. Some of them are actually off their
birthday suits.
Yeah, they are just
as then they look.
I don't watch this beach, so you don't go if you avoid them.
So how okay.
You catch, but it be quick, it go past. Then, but it be like
flash.
It be you're like the train is moving like quite fast, and for like 3 hours. So think about it. A train is moving very fast.
And that's a vast expanse.
Yes, for like 3 hours. Beach.
Damn.
On one side and on the other side, it's a hill. And people them are houses, posh houses, pool things, and people do barbecue, family gatherings, and crazy, man. Absolutely loved it. I'll go back.
Sochi.
Yeah, I'll go back. Anyway, William Daddy says Skett himself shouldn't be there in the first place. How he got there is still a mystery. It's not a mystery. He was voted into power.
Twice.
Yeah, twice. Mike Savia says Sicho was so spot on with his take on adults' communication skills. I've always felt that, and I'm glad somebody else is doing the same. All right. Kojo says, see how Danike defends Otto and he's joining the celebration. It's kind of some way. You know the problem I have with people?
When you don't shout and scream and curse, then it means you are defending someone.
Or
when you don't say the things they want to hear.
No, not even that. You might say the things they want to hear, but people are happy to want to box you into one opinion you made.
Their characterization.
Even when you, for example, and I'll use myself. I'll use an example. Last season, I praised Slot because he came in and straight away bang. Before Liverpool kick 5 games, I said it that these their signings. I don't see it.
Yeah.
So, but people are happy to only assess Slot was
good.
So people are always so Danike says that he believes Otto can do the job. But over time, Danike had also said that the way the Otto thing is going, it will not go help we. And he's come back to tell you why even sacking him now is stupid, because we shall sack him after the AFCON disaster. Because sacking him now means that all the preparation that a new manager could have had, we've thrown it away. But you still want to cage him in the fact that he believed in Otto.
Because they don't like...
I don't understand.
Because they don't like
Otto. So
another example to this, yeah. When the whole Bruno PFA conversation started, someone came into my inbox and said, you are the one who said teams should not be scoring goals from set pieces. And that because of that, you don't rate Arsenal. why are you now saying that
Bruno because
when
he assisted like 6 from set pieces?
where I say, show me where I said I don't rate Arsenal because he said, oh, you always criticize Arsenal. I said, this now you are telling the truth.
Yes.
I criticize them because I say that they rely too much on set pieces and that percentage. But you are saying Bruno is scoring a lot of set pieces, no. Say, no, you won't listen to anything. Why I say, you won't listen, but I know that when you finish, you will read what you...
And that's...
So I told the person that how many of Arsenal's players who have been taking a lot of these set pieces have the number of assists Bruno has? If it be that easy, it doesn't...
That's a good point, because if you're scoring a lot of them,
So
then your ticket should be recording
more than that. See, it doesn't matter to the person that what I said was specific within how many goals they were scoring from open play.
Yeah.
So long as you said
It's
they scored too many goals from set pieces, it registers the way they want to hear it.
I find it so. And you see, I've always said sport is incredibly fluid. Today, I'm saying Senna and Alcaraz might maybe win 20 slams. In the next 4 years,
something happens.
one of them can get injured and not be the same. They can tank. Another special talents can come. When we reach there, and I'm still saying that even though the guy is injured and the guy doesn't look like can make 20, I'm still saying they can make 20. They can question what I'm saying.
See,
but when you read that, I'm telling you
that is what people want, actually. People will hold you to one thing you said and forget the context of it.
Yeah, because sports is fluid.
Yes. But you see, they don't want to remember the context, because if they remember the context, they would know that, okay, that context has changed. I cannot go and hold the person by the balls again and say, why did you... They have a conscience. They know exactly what they are doing.
It's tiring sometimes. Bro, normal. Even Marcus Rashford was saying legend here, Ronaldo, call Barca was saying legend here, Messi. Players no create control. I no cry.
Barca 1 year Obeshi. There was this boy who they signed for... In fact, he got signed to the first team. He had in the past said that Ronaldo was his icon, or he supported Real Madrid or something along those lines. When he did, after his Barca unveiling, it was later uncovered that he had chosen Ronaldo over Barcelona or something. Within a month, his contract was terminated.
It's crazy in those places.
There is the KP Watson example.
Oh, KP, they said Charlie told him that, Charlie, we agree, we will sign you, but we have to ask Messi. So the team went to ask Messi, Messi, bring you. Abi is on the bench. Nothing sport.
And when they put the camera in front of
him, say, Charlie, your first interview, you say you're a Ronaldo fan, but your first interview has to be Messi. They asked me, said Messi. Yeah. So Charlie,
the Barca fans will celebrate.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Kevin also says, I totally agree with Achu. We will not have performed any better with Otto. We need a top quality coach for a long term to help us rebuild this team. I posted a video today on X. I saw the video on the TikTok, and we're asking players when you think about the Champions League, who do you remember? And then some of them were saying, somebody said Messi, Alonso them said some things. Then a video of Ronaldo came. Ronaldo said no. Then they started asking Erling Haaland, Foden, a lot of players. All of them were saying Cristiano. Then Alexander Sheffrin, when he was presented that UEFA something to Ronaldo, he said, when we think about the Champions League, we think about you, Cristiano. But I'm very upset with you for one thing. You are no more playing in the best competition in the world. Please, Charlie, I watch the video, I get goosebumps. Charlie, today I see the one way he played the Dangbesi way, the Juve fans, everybody they clap for. I said, Charlie, football is not the same. Those nights. Beyond being businessmen and football executives and everything, at the heart of it, they are football fans just like Oh yeah. You cannot be successful at those jobs if you are not
a fan.
A fan of it. And to be honest, since Ronaldo left, the competition, who owns it the way Ronaldo did? Nobody.
Zero.
What worry me, the person he go promise the things he will come where an idea America, the things still no come.
See, this is the video. So this is Salah. Salah says Zidane. Okay. Makalista says Henry. Edison says
Makalista says
Henry. No.
When I say the Champions League, who's the first player?
Haaland. Cristiano. Van Dijk, Cristiano. De Bruyne, Cristiano. Florian Wirtz, Cristiano. Alisson, Cristiano. Calafiori, Cristiano. Trent Cristiano, Foden Cristiano, Bastoni Cristiano, Gittins.
If we think about Champions League, if we think about Europe, we think about Cristiano.
Why is he
If we think about football, we think about Cristiano.
Gets in his book. What is he in that?
Amazing career, amazing player that absolutely deserves this. Now I have a problem with Cristiano Ronaldo
as well.
because unfortunately he doesn't play the best competition anymore.
Anyway, guys, let's talk about Champions League.
Mr. Champions
It's just proper to introduce Champions League with Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, Mr. Champions League.
Yeah, Ronaldo.
The guy changed my life.
When we start from them, let's. I don't think we spend a lot of time on the Arsenal game because we're straightforward. Arsenal won by a goal to 0.
Kai.
Listen, Raya, man, keeps me wondering, what if Raya was imposed in the Carabao Cup and maybe having lost the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup? Look, he was the man of the match. You see the Araujo?
Yeah.
Bro, it was the third replay that you could see how critical the touch was. Top one now.
Fingertip. It enter. Clean.
But I mean, in that sequence of play, you know what was more impressive? The pass.
The outside of the foot.
Yeah. Make this guy no go full for the World Cup. Before drop that Ben White nonsense. Coach the friend two cell. 2 kilos.
Charlie Banenyo.
The guy
I saw the compilation
England
after
Yawa.
the game.
FA Cup Yawa.
This one too, Yawa.
This one too Yawa. No.
You know,
for drop that
because I was running commentary on the Madrid
Play
game,
chair.
I saw
it's
the
out of
compilation. There's not enough time for him to build match fitness and rhythm. Don't take him.
Even Atletico have to be careful. If this guy is going to be playing,
But how long is Timber out for?
it's unclear.
I'm
I'm not sure it's a big deal. I'm not sure it's a big deal. Otherwise, they would have mentioned that.
No, but even if it is, they won't state it. They will try to manage the information around it, especially at this point.
I won't be surprised if he come back this weekend.
For come back fast.
Yeah, because Arsenal for what that thing. That Ben White, the boy they play. So of course Arsenal won. The tie is not over yet, but obviously at the Emirates.
Well, I think it's the only one. It's the only one
Arsenal.
concluded of the 4.
I hope so.
You hope
Arsenal will lose 2, but
I think Arsenal have too many players going this way.
it doesn't matter. Sporting is not beating.
M5.
Obviously.
There is
See
at
you in the
least
semi-final.
There's at least one comeback, but it will be in the 3 other games.
All right. So now that we agree that Arsenal, 2 out of 3 agree that
Still
Arsenal
come back.
are settling there, are certainly in the semis. Let's talk about the other fixture on that day. Bayern Munich played against Real Madrid. What a game! It's almost like Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. Whether you like it or not, you have a cracker.
Oh, yeah. Look, top quality game, especially from a Bayern Munich point of view. In the beginning, you knew what Real Madrid were trying to do.
Yep.
But they couldn't get those opportunities. Even on the counter, it seemed difficult. Then slowly, they started getting a clear pattern to go. But even that wasn't enough. I think Madrid should be thankful to Bayern in their wastefulness.
But I've been 2-0 in the first 10 minutes.
Easy.
That Lama chance, if he takes it well, he probably scores Upamecano.
Nabri, Porter,
Upamecano one, I don't understand.
Diaz.
Yeah.
Look, Upamecano one, I don't understand.
Plenty chances. Plenty chances. They did. Look, and that's the thing about Bayern. They will cut you open. And it's a Bayern thing. When they are on form, no matter the defense you are,
They'll break it down.
And they'll get the opportunities. And the scary thing about this Bayern team is their goal score. It's not just Harry Kane who is dangerous. Nabri has goals. Diaz has goals. Olise has goals. Lennart Carr off the bench has goals. Even Musiala, who is not on form, if he will punish you.
Even Jackson can. The chances are plenty, so he can spot plenty and score some if he plays. Nico.
Okay.
Oh, plenty chances. Obviously, say you know Ashebi. Oh, Maman can see say want to be in your Masa.
You finish.
Please go on.
You finish.
I finish.
Super. As the game was 2-0, as the game was going on, I was like, look, Bayern need to score a third goal to just finish this thing off. But Mbappe happened. He will happen. He's one of those.
But Neuer be fucking. That must have like the catch.
It would have happened earlier.
But for Neuer.
But for Neuer.
Which of the saves impressed you the more? The shots in the corner, and then the one you have to get down quick, or the shots that was a bit central again. You have to get down. These are shots in the box or the shots from outside the box.
Second half, the breakaway, Mbappe
Touch.
moves.
Yes,
on the right across.
Yeah.
That one was a goal. Like it's something Mbappe does.
Yeah.
And if you look at the replay, the technique,
Yeah.
he knew the ball was going into the net.
You knew how to get down very quickly,
and there was power in it.
Yeah.
And he still stopped it and then gathered the second.
But I like the one that he was in the box too, because it was very close to his leg, and he didn't use his leg, but he had to get down quick enough to get his hand to dig it out.
The power he used, Mbappe, he used, and it was an uncontested shot too.
Yeah.
He moved. The power he used to take it down.
But the goals have like the catch it in.
Oh, like the catch it in. Check like the 7-1 now.
And then that Vinicius chance too. Another goalkeeper
the one
sits too easily.
He rounded the keeper.
Another goalkeeper
missed
sits.
the chance.
Yeah. I don't think he completely rounded the goalkeeper. I think Neuer delayed it enough.
Sicho, it has nothing to do with Neuer.
It's a missed opportunity.
Any top forward where the sword should be scoring that.
But he's a top forward. He's worth the salt. Are you kidding me? What are you trying to say? If Vinicius Junior in 2026 is not worth the salt as a top forward, who is?
Mbappe is scoring that chance.
Yeah.
Mbappe is scoring that chance.
Erling?
Vika Vareskelia is scoring that
Hey.
chance. Ballon d'Or.
Hey.
What are you telling me?
Are you saying that Kvaratskhelia is a better player of what so than Vini?
I prefer him to Vinicius Junior.
But this guy...
Why? Because he's wearing white. Let me ask you a question.
You must be good enough to wear the white for this long.
If Vareskelia comes to Real Madrid today,
yes.
actual football, ball play, you are telling me that Conk,
Yes.
put aura aside because
Forget aura.
The guy can't get some aura.
Forget aura.
Even Rodrigo said, Rodrigo pass a guy.
We all love Rodrigo, but Vini, baby.
Oh, Vini be the aura than the things.
Vini.
That runner they do Lego adverts. He had to say,
Let go. Come on, baby.
but I mean, anyway. But I'm happy that Madrid scored a goal. I'm happy he ended 2. As for the game, I won't talk plenty about it because it's Bayern Munich. I'm happy he ended 2-1. And at the end of the game, I was saying, God, please, let the interviews, let Madrid talk about comeback. Then they started dropping it. Rodriguez said it's possible. Arbeloa said it's possible. That's what Bayern Munich likes. See, let me tell you something about the Allianz Arena. If you've not noticed, you can go back and check. Champions League nights, when the stadium is lit red, you see they have that, they light up the outside.
Yeah.
When they light it up red, they'll beat you. But it will be a respectable scoreline. Very respectable. So you go feel good, then you feel score at like 2-3-1. Yeah, no day. But when they do it, the rainbow colors. You see the rainbow colors?
There's a beard you.
The rainbow colors.
Everybody has a share.
It's not everybody has a share. It means they are going to open something.
You're going to eat you.
Fire. Bayern Munich. When they light up that thing, rainbow.
But why I didn't like to do that rainbow next Tuesday.
I've seen this thing enough times. Bayern Munich in the form they are in. If Madrid know what is good for them, that pre-match press conference, they shouldn't go with that arrogance.
You know the biggest problem I have with Real Madrid though? They are going into that game without Tchouaméni.
You don't have Tchouaméni. Already, your defense is suspect. Then the one who protects the back is gone. The centre-back parent, suspect. Against Man City, they were suspect, both legs.
But I think I like what I've seen of Militao in his return. It's not the sharpest. Yeah, I think the game has come too early for him.
It's too soon.
Yeah.
Look, Bayern are going to bath Real Madrid. I'm telling you, Bayern. The aggregate score, you see, it's one of those games that it will spoil football. They'll finish the game, it will be like Brazil, Germany, 2014. Even the commentator was sad. Like they shipped the people, but nobody... Charlie, what will happen? And Bayern have been doing this thing. 2020, when Bayern were going to face Barcelona. Barcelona were not on form. Then Arturo Vidal went to open his big mouth and said something. Jordi Alba went to say something. What happened? 8-2. Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich, Barcelona, 2012. Barca thought that they were, in fact, that time they were Spanish champions. They were defending champions in the Champions League. They wanted to make back-to-back finals.
Yeah.
Bayern caught them. 3 first leg, 4 second leg. And that 4 second leg, no, that be the one where Ribery J Messi we tap, we then take the team go score. Yeah. They made Messi sit down.
Comfortably.
Madrid, if they wanted to get something out of this tie, they should have won the first leg. Or at least not lose the first leg. Madrid are coming, they are in a disadvantaged position. It means they want to attack by Charlie. Yeah. We'll review the second leg next week. Thank you very much.
Aju. The way that the game they talk as if say Bayern to go play some.
The game is done.
Some Swansea.
It's done. It's not.
I can agree when I hear it the way you've put it.
Yes.
That the game is done. Bayern are going through. But when you say it's going to be bloodbath and they are going to bloodbath.
But they're actually quite capable of that.
Okay.
But if there is one thing we know about Bayern, they have made a habit of embarrassing teams.
They have the cut. Doesn't make it has the cut.
You see, and it's across different generations of Bayern teams. That is, if you're a Madrid fan, that's what should worry you.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible that Madrid will compete and win. It's possible they will lose.
Do what and what?
It's possible that they will lose by a huge margin. We've seen different.
Why just say if you're riding the Semenyon and you play for
We've seen
Bayern.
different generations do it to Arsenal. Remember the 10-2? Then the 7-up. The 7-up was Barca at their peak.
Yeah.
It was not a Barca drop-off.
Quick.
That was still the Messi, Neymar era. No, that was before Neymar.
No day. If you Messi peg, if you take that, Neymar no if you take that.
That was the 7-up. And it was a Champions League semi-final. In case people have forgotten.
The difference is when Neymar came, they came back.
Yes.
The 6-1.
Was it
PSG.
5-1?
Weak mentality team.
But they came back.
I even thought you were talking
Messi
about
was there the
Jerome
8-2.
Boateng game.
Messi was there the 4-0 Liverpool. Messi was there the 7-up. Messi was there for all.
But Messi was there for the 5, the Jerome Boateng slip.
Jerome Boateng slip.
Yeah, the Bayern.
No, that Bayern will be Bayern. That be Pep in Bayern. Pep in Bayern don't be serious Bayern. Pep in Bayern and then we win it. Pep in Bayern and win Champions League. You don't win Champions League. Pep in Bayern and don't be serious Bayern.
But
they
look,
start padders.
Basically, this Bayern team is onto something special. Let me put it that way. They are onto something special. The attacking numbers don't make sense. If you look at every member of that front three, Diaz, Kane, has a minimum 32 goal contributions. Kane has more. Diaz has, I think, 33 or so. Olise, the same.
Olise, I think Kane has 50 goals now.
Olise.
In fact, Olise's assist alone, 25. 20.
Why is it not being counted as the
No,
That's why I say me, this football.
the utmost best player in the
as far as I'm concerned, he is at least on that right side, he's the best right winger in the world. There may be someone coming close. But no, in terms of the performance level that we have seen this year.
Oh, this season 27 assists, not be 25,
27. There's nobody better. And if you look, the main reason people don't talk about him in the breadth of Ballon d'Or is the fact that
he's a silent performer.
No, it's not that. It's that people only watch Bundesliga when it's Bayern Dortmund.
Yeah.
Or
when they are playing in the Champions League.
The rest of us, like me, who watch Bayern often, but whenever I watch Bayern, I want Bayern to lose in the Bundesliga. So I know he's doing well, but I won't talk about it.
It's the aura and the branding and the marketing.
There is that.
If Vinicius Jr. was playing this Olise ball, like by now, the whole world would be talking plenty.
Because Charlie, what he did...
Oh, Playboy, what he did
on Tuesday,
serious
he fried the guy. Infield, out wide, half spaces. Then he moved into central.
All together.
Anybody will go meet the person they collect.
You know what's impressive about that young man?
The nonchalance.
No, he's always had that, but for me, it's unimaginable that a player will just leave a club like Crystal Palace, with the greatest respect to them, and straight away I can't remember a transfer
seamless fit.
That like I've seen players go through the levels. So you either go there as a young player, you have a season or two to acclimatize, and you become that.
Like Vinicius.
Zinja, they came out and come to Castilla.
In keeping a piece, if you
He came as Castilla, you know. But for him to move from Crystal Palace, go to Bayern, and just shoot up, we knew he was a good player, but nobody can convince me. It's different. Look, when Bruno was going to Man United, Bruno was playing in Sporting. Sporting is one of the biggest clubs in. So the pressure.
There's been similar moves like that. Maybe not from the Premier League.
Maybe that.
Maybe not from the Premier League, but even the same Bayern. The club may be of a slightly higher level, but when Bilbao transferred Javi Martinez to Bayern,
bro, Martinez.
But he took him time.
It took him. Even Martinez, he didn't just walk into the team to be. Even he lost it. Even he had to go and play centre back.
When he came,
also
centre back.
Olise is doing a Ballon d'Or caliber season.
Exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I've not seen. I don't.
He's better than Lamine Yamal this season. He's better than him.
I think this season is better. I said this on X.
He's better than him.
But take PR out. I think, and I agree with you. People don't watch Bayern.
Yeah.
And when they watch Bayern, it's Champions League. And listen,
or those
when
who want them to lose,
forget even Champions League. They don't watch Bayern. You know what they watch? Because at the league phase, when Bayern is playing, your favorite Liverpool, Chelsea, Madrid are also playing. So you don't watch Bayern because the Bayern, they are playing against Bodo Glimt or something.
Yeah.
So you watch highlights. So you don't necessarily pay attention until you reach these big stages where the games are few for you to watch, and it's Bayern Real Madrid, so I watch. So when people were making noise about what you're doing to Carlos, I tweeted that this is Olise every weekend.
It's normal.
This Olise, like this him every weekend, really.
And look, what you are seeing is the blend of what Salah was doing to wingers out wide, the end product aspect of it, and then the entertainment value Lamine Yamal was giving us.
Yeah, so easy
when he had the ball. Like every time Obektion. And each time the decision was on point. Where he had to pass, the weight on the pass, where he had to just brush it, where he had to cushion the ball, when he had to just nick it and then run past you. It was in every... You know, when you've watched football long enough, when a player gets into any zone, in your mind, you know what the player is supposed to do.
You know what's even more special about him? I mean, I've seen a lot of dribblers, Eden Hazard, even Lamine Yamal, Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi.
Kudus.
No Kudus. When those players are dribbling...
what did you talk? Guy, the man.
I said no Kudus. You know what I can't talk?
Talk what you want to talk.
When those players are dribbling, I'm Robin Ribery. So you understand why I'm not saying Kudus. When those players are dribbling.
But if you mention Robin, then before mention Kudus.
When you're serious, I'm Robin.
Robin was the chop.
When you're serious.
Robin was the chop.
Please.
Hey,
we are talking about...
It was the chop.
No. I won't even
Robin was the... Robin was the chop. It was the chop, the cutback, the domino. Obekwa then checks back now. And every time defenders...
No, talk what you want to talk. Finish. Make us see what you did talk.
What else was? It was
Sense
the chop.
inside or it just be this thing you do.
Neymar.
Then you feel it's okay. Neymar, you mentioned it, it's okay.
Neymar.
Them are boss that.
You know, even Ronaldinho, when those people were dribbling and taking players on, at times, or most of the time, defenders were close to them to even get a kick in or tackle them, foul them, bring them down. When Michael dribbles, you're not close to him.
You don't seem close. Yeah.
Close by yet so far.
Yeah, when he's dribbling, it's like he dribbles you before you are a yard.
It's like, what the tacticals today call someone who's able to manipulate space.
It's incredible. Like, you don't get close to him.
Yeah, Lamine Yamal. Yeah. Yesterday, Lamine Yamal chiching some chiching. Hey, the Atletico players.
The one way he did the ball so.
To do like this, then
he dragged the ball so.
If it was a slow motion.
They didn't know what the
ball was.
Ruggeri. Yeah. Ruggeri, the look. The guy there here.
Where the guy? You're still away.
Charlie, Charlie.
Glide.
Lamine.
Yeah, like he's dribbling and I know Ronaldo they dribble and they chop him down. Messi they cut him. Ronaldinho, Neymar. But this guy they don't want to be in channel.
And look, when I watched him and Diaz.
So you see why Kudus know the list inside?
No, Kudus, I don't know if he caught him.
Okay.
He tied.
When
They can't cut him.
When I watch him and Diaz, the two of them, they represent Chelsea and Liverpool's mistakes. And I'll start with Diaz. He was on £65,000 a week as at the time he was leaving Liverpool.
Shame on Liverpool.
And he asked for he asked for an improved contract. Liverpool said no. And then the guy said, okay, then I'll leave. Then they gave Gakpo the money that should have gone to Luis Diaz. No. You know how much they pay Gakpo now?
250.
£250,000 a week. Now, all of us watch football.
Serious.
Oh yeah.
Gakpo they take 250.
Yeah.
Wait. How much?
What?
Wait.
Oh, check. Like.
How much was Salah taking before?
Salah was taking.
Salah was on 350.
Salah was 3 something. He went to 400. It was 300. He went to 400.
No, it was 350. Then he went to 400.
No, it wasn't only 50 plus. Sure. It was three something. He went to 400.
Gakpo they take 250k.
Yes.
I just say on a new deal, Gakpo they take that much.
The question I'm asking Liverpool fans is this. Per what metrics? Like, which aspect of Gakpo's game
he goes
merits
he goes school.
and a patience where calculus na issue.
But which
calculus.
You see in qualifications.
Today.
Luis Diaz.
Where school you go?
Oh, Gakpo.
What you read?
Oh, he do economics.
So born a year ball pitch for no application they buy.
So does he have that?
He take in CV.
You see
as he take in certificates as an economist can play Liverpool.
He's qualified.
Obia. Somebody where he read economics now. Or the ball chess I know.
What's that?
Or the ball check defense and stick pass I know. So look,
Diaz be drop out.
But
Diaz, you don't know these things. He stopped the school where he go play area ball with
Van Dijk is qualification.
He's qualified.
More Salah qualification.
He's qualified.
But
he has to be qualified.
No.
Okay.
Gakpo get masters and things.
Salah, what the hell goes about that thing?
The joke, you go earn your 250k. Stay in school, children. Stay in school.
Don't mind this guy.
Don't mind this. You leave school.
Don't mind this guy.
See this guy. Make them left school.
Maybe for left.
No.
There are more players who there are more people who left school and are playing football.
Don't mind this guy.
And are doing better than those who stayed.
They are playing better. They are not earning better. Frank Lampard, Van Dijk, Chiellini. Top contracts because
Fabregas.
they stayed in school. They are qualified. Fabregas, Arteta,
Falcao.
top guys. They are qualified.
Chiellini gets in degree.
He finished
when he 36 years.
Yeah,
No. That's
he
the masters. If they're masters, nobody degree. Then you get a degree chair. You get a master's 33. Make you not do so.
But you don't say Italy, most players get degrees. You know that.
Why do they have degrees?
Don't ask me why. I'm just telling you that most of them then get degrees. So you not be muting. What was new was the masters, no?
We say stay in school. That's the thing. Luis Diaz, stay in school.
Don't mind this guy. Liverpool decided to give that contract extension. In fact, the improved terms to Efo Gakpo, and they left Luis Diaz, and it is there today. The other guy is Michael Olise. The case he said the French pronunciation.
Olise. Yeah.
3 years ago, Chelsea agreed a deal with Palace. In fact, they triggered his release clause. Olise should have ended up at Chelsea. But according to their new projectus, you have to sign a minimum 6-year contract, possibly 8. And your wages cannot go beyond a certain threshold. Olise knew he was a baller. So his wage demands obviously would have been way above what Chelsea were prepared to pay. And I doubt he would have been willing to accept that 8 years or whatever that other players were signing. And so he's moved into a club where even if he wants to do 8 years, he knows it is 8 years of Bundesliga titles, 8 years of German Cup.
He's moved to a better club.
8 years of Champions League.
What do you have to say?
Every season. Let me finish.
No, Archie should stop talking as if Chelsea had a chance. But remember that story. Olise was never interested in joining them. They wasted their time in going to trigger that release clause. He was never going to sign a deal with Chelsea. In fact, his agent wasn't even picking their calls. They minded because he knew where he was going. As for the Premier, if he was going to stay in the Premier League, it
wasn't going to be Chelsea.
It was definitely not going to.
But these are the reasons.
So it's not a Chelsea mistake.
I remember when even when Man United had inquired, Man United quickly shut down that
It's
deal
quick.
because
The guy wasn't
they were not
interested.
looking, they were not looking at.
These are the reasons he would not be interested. At United, the reasons will be different. Maybe it's because at that time they were not competitive.
Yeah, but if I think if Chelsea were going to pay more, and Chelsea's squad looked like a team that could give him the level of competition,
for a London boy,
the level of he probably would
for a
have
London
considered.
boy,
But
he
of course,
probably was going to stay there.
he probably would have considered. But yeah,
Probably was going to.
Actually, so let's talk about the game.
So that's a big miss for the two players. Look, as for the game, the reverse fixture here, what I'm waiting to see is whether or not Arbeloa will willfully sacrifice one of the wide players, one of the fullbacks. You know, for this one, he had two conundrums. The first was on the left. Whether you ask someone to double up with Trent to deal with Luis Diaz, because Diaz versus Trent is recipe for disaster. Or you ask someone to double up on Carreras so that they can deal with Michael Olise. Because Madrid cannot do both. If they decide to do both, it means they are forfeiting any attack.
Yeah.
If they decide to do both, it means Vinicius has to go and stay with Alvaro Carreras. And that is the reason I am not confident that Madrid will have a chance in the reverse fixture. Because Bayern's attack will not change.
Yeah.
Final points from that game. Charlie, I think sometimes people are too harsh, especially social media, on players, especially those who are just recovering from injury. The Jamal Musiala criticisms.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like he was not great. But what else do you expect from someone who broke his leg? And he's just coming back.
But they're criticizing him.
Yeah, he made some bad decisions. He got some things wrong in the game. But I feel like whatever analysis or views we have of his performance should be viewed through the lenses of someone who's just returning from a leg-breaking injury. And look, from now until the end of season, me, I've written it off. From the beginning of next season, if after the first month or after the first 6
Germany
weeks,
can't risk writing these weeks of they desperately need him to be in certain level of shape.
he just needs game time.
Yeah.
Whatever he does with it, I won't read too much into it.
And he can get a lot of those game time in the Bundesliga because, of course, Bayern will win it anyway.
And there is nothing at stake. And it's not as if his performance cost Bayern the result. Those who were responsible for this game not ending in 5 or 4 were Gnabry, were Luis Diaz, Upamecano, Lima, then Michael Oliver. That last minute penalty
should have been
that he did not take.
It should have been a penalty.
It should have been.
I think Madrid are in trouble because Tchouaméni is not going to play, which means some way, somehow, Camavinga has to come.
He's suspended.
Yeah, Tchouaméni got a yellow card that suspended him for the game. Which means if Camavinga is fit, he has to come into midfield. But
we are wasting time on this game.
No, what Madrid could have done for the Michael Olise thing would have to play Camavinga as left back.
It won't work.
Ahead of Carreras.
It won't work.
I think he would be a better fit because physically he has it. He's more comfortable on the ball than him. And he can also come sprint into midfield when Madrid are building, whatever, they can do a lot of things with him.
He should do it in the second leg.
That's what I'm saying. But now that cannot happen because he probably has to come into midfield because Tchouaméni is not playing. Or Dani Ceballos. He got injured, he's back, he's not fit, whatever. Another option for Real Madrid would be Ceballos.
In midfield.
At Ceballos, Valverde, Bellingham.
At Allianz.
Ceballos, Valverde, Bellingham.
Okay.
Because whatever happened, Madrid need to also take the ball and breathe a little bit. What Madrid were doing that first leg was, as soon as we win the ball. And look, Bayern were playing a certain game that was incredibly risky as well. Bayern should have scored more. But that always happens against Real Madrid. And Bayern is a team that creates a lot of chances and misplays chances. But the risk was that the way they were playing,
the way they were defending,
even the way they were attacking, left a big room between their midfield and their back, two center backs. So if you realize, anytime Real Madrid pick the ball in that space,
pull into space.
So if Madrid can at least breathe on the ball a little bit and not always be boom, 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 trying to go, I think that could also worry Bayern. Because it's like Madrid, they will go and attack, then it will sport, then Bayern will control and come. But if Madrid can hold the ball, control and get players to get into positions, especially if they can hold on to the ball and get Trent into good positions and then build up slowly to it, it's better. Because most of the time, Mbappe they finish the goal, Trent to reach safe. On a few occasions that Madrid could manipulate the ball to get Trent involved on that side. Some good shots, some good cross, and those things. So Madrid must watch that. In Bayern's home, believe me, they'll throw more bodies forward. It's automatic. And that is what Real Madrid can live on. So football can happen.
Bayern Munich can also happen.
Advantage Bayern, but Champions League and Real Madrid can happen.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll see how that one goes. But look, listen, I feel like Bayern have got this to lose. It's theirs to lose, absolutely. So the other game we're going to talk about straight away will be that I don't think there's much to say about PSG Liverpool, but we'll talk about it. But there's a lot to say about maybe the Barcelona and
Atletico Madrid.
Historically, no, I was looking at that game. I was saying historically, Atletico Madrid have got a very, very, very good record against Barcelona in the Champions League, not in the league, in the Champions League. So when they played against Barcelona in the Champions League, they've had a very good record. In fact, I think they even have a better record against them than Barca do have against them.
In the Champions League?
Yep, in the Champions League. And, or at least in the period where Diego Simeone has been coach of Atletico Madrid. So they beat Barca, the Sao Niguez game. They beat Barca, I think, in a quarterfinal as well. And it was Diego Simeone. And then this season itself, in the knockout competition, in the Copa del Rey, they oust Barca. So coming into the game, I was thinking, and if you watch the weekend, it was a very good indication of what we're going to see. Simeone didn't really care about the weekend fixture. So you look at the team that he selected. You look at the substitutions he made after the... Gonzalez is a left back. It's a left winger, but he played him as a left back. And he got skinned by Lamine Yamal. Because good thing for Atletico Madrid, they won't win La Liga. And they'll play Champions League before, because top 4 and then 5th place.
So far off.
A lot of things have to go wrong for Atletico Madrid before 5th place can get in. So eventually knew that weekend gave them financially. But that one self, Barca struggled.
Yeah.
That one self, Barca really struggled. In fact, until the red card, I thought Atletico Madrid slightly edged it. Barca looked dangerous, obviously, with Lamine Yamal. But whenever Atletico Madrid had the ball, the chances that Griezmann and co had and things. Then in this game, they come into the Champions League. And look, I thought Barca should have, of course, it's Camp Nou. Barca should have scored a couple of, Marcus Rashford could have scored a couple of goals. It didn't happen, but he had a very good game, I think. But then the red card happens. Let's start the conversation from the red card, guys. Is that a red card?
Clean.
Is that a red card?
Yeah.
This is where the... Okay. So if I'm going by the letter of the law, I get why it probably shouldn't have been a red card.
Why?
Thank you for the question.
You're welcome.
When the defender is the last man, and the attacker is bearing down on goal, and the defender denies a clear goal scoring opportunity, it's a red. In that incident, I don't think it's a clear goal scoring opportunity, because the pass didn't even come ahead of Simeone. The ball was in behind Simeone, between Simeone and Pau Kubasi, in behind Simeone. Now, I don't even think Simeone gets the ball in front of him to go and score because of the position of the pass. And then there is contact. Once there is contact, sometimes it doesn't even matter who initiated it and how lucky. I thought Kubasi was unlucky. It's not like he stuck out his leg. There was contact, however you explain it. But my simple thinking is, and I can understand why the referee maybe gave it a yellow card for the first instance and then went to the VAR. But when the referee went to the VAR, I thought that even should have clarified why he gave the yellow card. Because all of us saw it was, when he gave the yellow card, I was screaming red card. No way red card. Then he went to the VAR and came out to give a red card. And I'm thinking, you going to the VAR even now tells me it shouldn't be a red card. Because the ball comes, so think about it, so let's say you are the one in front of me and I'm the one coming behind you. And the ball is not coming in front of you. If the ball gets in front of you, you're bearing down goals, goal scoring opportunity. If the ball comes behind you, that's not a goal scoring opportunity. The ball is behind you. And so that is what I saw. The ball comes between Paul Kubasi and the attacker Simeone, who had made a good run. And then there is contact. I think it's a yellow card.
Yeah, but that view doesn't also take into account the movement of Kubasi and the direction of the ball. In the sense that if Kubasi intercepts that and in the process fouls him, the fact that he intercepted the pass may have been a mitigating factor in determining whether to show a yellow card. But where the entirety of Kubasi's movements is interpreted to have impeded him and not at all in any way stop the ball, ultimately it will come down to, did he stop the player?
No, that's what I'm saying. So once you stop the player...
So I'm saying that the yellow card angle, the only reason a yellow card will be given if you are the last man is if there was a mitigating factor. And I'm saying that the only mitigating factor that is acceptable in that circumstances, if he cleared the ball, but on the follow through, it brought the player down.
Okay, so at least what they are trying to tell us with the new rule is, especially for double jeopardy, especially in the box, if it's outside the box, you stop the last man, it's a red card.
Yeah.
If it's in the box and you are trying to play the ball and you catch the man, then it's a penalty and a yellow card. Yeah. No double jeopardy, because you tried to play. In this case, it was outside the box.
Okay.
And I'm thinking,
did he try to play the ball?
No. So that one trying to play the ball doesn't even count because it wasn't dangerous play. If it was in the box, it's a penalty and then a yellow card if you try to play the ball. If it's outside the box and then you even try to play the ball and you stop a clear scoring opportunity, whether you try to play the ball or not, it's a red card because outside the box.
Yeah.
Now, I'm saying that by what I saw, I can understand why the referee gave the red card. I'm just saying that if I want to sequence everything that happened, the ball not getting in front of the guy, so it's not a clear goal scoring opportunity. The pass coming behind him, so he wasn't getting the ball in front of him, which also, in my opinion, counts as not a clear scoring opportunity. For me, means that it probably should have stayed as a yellow card. And if that's that's what the referee saw initially, he probably should have stuck with it.
Okay. For me, it's a red card because had Kubasi not clipped his heels, Simeone was going to take it in his stride. That's how it looked like to me. Yes, the ball didn't come in front of him, but he had timed his run and slowed down just in time to control the ball into his stride and go. So Simeone clipping him or Kubasi clipping him, that's why we saw the ball go past him.
Right.
Because his right leg was coming down to carry the ball forward. And he clipped his heels there. So that's what prevented it. So as the ball is coming, the guy is clearly going to control it into his stride. So technically, that's a clear goal scoring opportunity. Right. It's like a long ball coming in and before it reaches the attacker, he's pulled down. Yes, he didn't touch it, but you know where the ball is going to land. And that's a clear goal scoring opportunity. So whether or not he didn't intentionally do it, I think Kubasi was smart. He knew exactly what he was doing. Ran across him knowing that he would not get to the ball. He clipped his heels and he got the red. I think it was a very silly thing to do because, look, you have Barcelona as Atletico Madrid. You have a very good record at home against Atletico Madrid. There's no guarantee that if Simeone even took it in his stride, he would beat Juan Garcia. Because if you look at the replay, when the long ball was hit, check Juan Garcia. He had already started approaching, and that's smart goalkeeping. He was already going to narrow the angle. So it would have meant that Simeone takes it, and immediately he will have to pick his spot. And to me, he's not this supreme finisher that you expect to. If it was Alvarez, it was Griezmann who was taking that chance, you can be scared. But Simeone, there's no guarantee he's going to score that chance.
Might even take a heavy touch.
Anything could have happened, especially it was a long ball.
That style of defending seems very common these days where defenders get into a sticky wicket and instead of allowing that phase to play and give your team a chance of getting back into the game, it looks like defenders want to stop the goal at all costs, even if it means taking a red card. So remember the Bastoni episode in the Italy game where he got that. And I don't understand it because if you stay on your feet and you don't give away that red card, your team stays in the game. Yes, they probably concede a goal, but once it's happening in the first half, you have 60 minutes. Is it what? 70 minutes in the case of Bastoni that you can get back into that game. But once you get that red card, you literally have handed the advantage to the opponents. And look, we've seen countless times in the past where, you remember the Man United-Chelsea game from 2008 at Stamford Bridge? The Wayne Rooney goal. United lost that game by 2-1. Essien followed Wayne Rooney. He knew on that occasion that Rooney was going to score. And this was someone that you just, once that back pass happened, you knew that it was going to score.
One Rooney scored
and then Ronaldo came over.
Yes. You know Rooney was going to score.
But that was a smart goal because he took the ball across the defender. Because the first half took the ball across the defender. It's almost like, so if you touch
it,
you foul me, the red card or a score.
But still, the defender knew, better stay in the game. Stay on your feet. Let him score, but stay in the game. You have a chance to get back. And indeed, Chelsea won that game.
Yeah.
So look, that style of defending, for me, I've never really liked it. But fundamentally, I've got issues with the construction of this Barca defense. Remember a few weeks ago when I said here that I thought the way Barca planned their squad and the transfer they made from 2 seasons ago was wrong, right up till the point of signing Marcus Rashford, because last season even, I thought that the year before, I didn't think that Dani Olmo signing and then last season, the Marcus Rashford signings should have been Barca's priority. But they went through those windows, giving priority to those attacking positions when essentially those players were luxury signings. Barca have gone through 2 consecutive years where clearly there were defects in their defense and they have made no attempt to fix them. In fact, there was a brief period where they brought in Inigo Martinez, but after 1 year, in fact, after his first transfer window, they were looking to move him on just to create room to be able to register other players. Then he refused. Then they moved him to Saudi Arabia. You are now left with some talents there, but a lot of inexperience in that back line. So there is no real leadership in that Barca defense. The player who is the captain when he plays, Araujo, is someone who you cannot trust because he makes more errors than anyone else. Your central defense, your best centre-back partnership as we speak is Kubasi and the one we saw over yesterday, Gerard Martinez, who is not even good as a left-back to start with. And yet he partners him. I thought that at the beginning of this season, and especially after Cancelo came, maybe Flick would have tried the idea, experimented playing Jules Koundé and Kubasi.
But Koundé hasn't played centre-back in what?
In a long while. Yes. And so the fear will be how he defends big spaces, right? And especially for how high Barca play. But it is something that at least I would like to see it and see whether or not it will work. Because look, that backline desperately needs some leadership there. In the Champions League semi-final last season, it was part of the reasons why they lost that game to Inter Milan.
Okay.
That lack of leadership at the back. And against Atletico Madrid, because I felt, even before the red card, some of the chances that Barca were conceding, or the scenarios where Giuliano will move into space and it looked like it would take a while before someone picks him out. And even when they do, the defending of that space and all of that did not excite me too much. And look, the squad that they have got is a very talented one. But in the Champions League, it is always a game of fine margins. It doesn't matter what you're able to do in the other end of the pitch. If your opponent always has a chance of scoring, you will be punished. We saw that last season. We've seen it repeatedly. Even in the league phase, we've seen it. Copa del Rey, first leg, we saw it. And now it has happened again in the Champions League. So I feel like they've left the manager with possibly too much to work with or too much to do.
Can they do a comeback? They go to the Metropolitano next weekend, or are they capable of the comeback?
They are capable, but that defense again. Because to do that, Barca would have to win by 3-goal margin.
They can take it to extra time, penalties.
Yeah, but eventually they would have to. I don't think this game will go into penalties. Look, Barca are quite capable of scoring 4. They can score 5. But by the same token, and this time, just like the David Villa, Falcao seasons at Atletico Madrid, they've got a striker who can conjure a goal out of nothing. Free kicks, Julian Alvarez, free kicks, shot from distance, whatever the angles. That unpredictability is something that, and watch the games that they have played against Barcelona. He himself and Soloth, and the goals that
Barca conceded. From Sociedad that time when they scored against Barcelona, no be now.
Alexander Soloth!
From
you know, so they Palace with the bench. Alexander Soloth!
So that defense, look, Barca can score 6. But I don't trust that. They will
So
not
you think Atletico Madrid are favorites to go through?
They are favorites.
Danny, how did Atletico Madrid do this?
How they do this?
Yeah.
First of all, thank Kubasi. I'm very grateful to Kubasi. Because 11v11, not that Barca would have won, but I think it would have been a much closer game. It would have opened up the second leg for a very interesting encounter. But Kubasi messed up big time. And I was very proud of the way Atletico approached the game, even with the man advantage.
Yeah, it was quite open.
They scored that goal, free kick, from the red card free kick. And they were very patient.
Yes.
They were not too bothered up. You see the spaces, but they were not willing to overly attack. Exactly, because the thing is, Barca were transitioning with incredible pace, like 2-3 passes, especially in the second half when Fermin Lopez came on. 2-3 passes, almost drop deeper. 2-3 passes, they are in the final third. So if Atletico committed a couple more bodies forward and they lost possession in transition, Barca will have a man advantage or it will be level. And they will have that opportunity to score. Anytime the ball went to Lamine Yamal, he was taking away 2-3 players from his... Then he even came centrally and was doing the same thing. So Barca had the men to
cause problems.
As in take out defense. So Fermin Lopez was doing the same thing on the left-hand side. Easily. 2 body moves, he's beating 2 defenders and he's moving forward. And as he's moving forward, it means Atletico have less numbers in the defensive third. So they were very measured in how they were going forward. And that outball to Ruggieri, it was there. Soloth had been raising his hand and begging for cross, but Ruggieri will pass back. Then they will pass back, then Baena, back, side. But they picked their moments perfectly. That cross, it was too obvious. Soloth was free.
It
was coming. It comes in and he too very clinical, scores the goal. And after that, close up again. Not interested in getting a third because it's a 180 minutes game. It's not a 90 minutes game.
Yeah.
So the thing was prevent Barcelona from narrowing this gap. 2-0 is a very healthy lead to take at home. Then when you go there, simple thing is don't lose. Even if you lose safe, don't lose by 2 goals. And that's why I think it's difficult for Barcelona because already they are a very expansive team. Now, if they are desperate to kill those 2 goals, they will have to open up even more. And that will obviously allow Atletico to find their chances. So, for me, it has played perfectly into Atletico's hands. And unfortunately, Barcelona don't have a player called Cristiano Ronaldo. He's the only one.
On nights like this.
He's the only one who can overturn a 2-0 goal. He said it?
Yeah, I think so.
He's the only one who can overturn a 2-goal lead, a deficit against Atletico. The only one. Nobody. The only one who can do it is Cristiano. And unfortunately, it's for Al-Nassr, not Barca.
The one thing I don't trust about Atletico Madrid is when they've got goals to protect, especially in the second leg, they've got a tendency of unnecessarily sitting too deep and inviting too much. And all Barca will need is that first goal. If Barca can get that first goal early enough and shut up the crowd a little bit and get the Atletico Madrid players to panic a little bit, then we are in for a very long haul because Barca have got the quality. Sometimes Barca don't have to defenders defending to stop you from attacking them. They just have to attack in the volumes, especially against a team like Atletico Madrid. If this is against Paris Saint-Germain, we know Barca are cooked because 2-0 down, coming to their home some way. But Atletico Madrid have got a tendency. So I don't know the Atletico Madrid team that will show up. I don't know if it's the one that showed up in the league, the way they played, or the one that showed up in the
second leg of the Copa del Rey.
Yes. Because the second leg in the Copa del Rey, like, they just froze, they stopped playing. And then Barca almost did it. But again, that was at the Camp Nou. Now they are at home. And in fact, at the Camp Nou in this Champions League game, Barca had the first 15 minutes And Atletico Madrid came into the game really well, like really, really well to come and make the game a bit more balanced. So it remains to be seen what Atletico Madrid.
It's a made up quote. He didn't say it.
Yeah, but the most important moment in that Barca Atletico Madrid game was the free kick. Quickly punishing Barca before they reorganized. Yeah. Like it was the worst possible scenario for Barca. The red card, and it's almost like you got a red card from a penalty and they scored a penalty. So you didn't Alvarez to take that pressure free kick to score it at the time he did score it and to really set Barca back, especially after the red card was superb. And in football at this level, it's those moments. Punishing Barca for that, Kubasi for that red card, and punishing Barca for crucial. So yeah, remains to be seen. So okay, now let's spend some 5 minutes on Liverpool because we've got Liverpool fans who are watching.
Varaskelia.
What a goal, by the way.
Boborov. Varaskelia.
You know what I love?
But that scoreline was false.
Yeah, Dembele didn't have his goal scoring boot on. 2.
The one in the first half and then another in the second half.
The one hit the post.
Yeah. No, not the one that hit the post. The one that flew over the bar.
The one flew over the bar, the cut back and left the boot. Yeah.
Before the one that hit. So in fact, three actually from his
the
side.
one that hit that one side, the angle was a bit against him.
So he would have scored. Had he been on target, he would have scored. Mamadash really hadn't covered.
No, he hadn't.
Yeah.
And the ball was moving too fast.
And Dewey had a one-on-one that you could have played in the corner, played it straight to the goalkeeper.
Then there was the Nuno Mensch.
What was he doing? He's such an assured footballer. How did he mix up?
No, so the pass was under hit and behind him.
Yeah.
So if the pass was in front of him, he runs onto it, meets it, and then
but
it was behind him. So he has to slow down, take a touch, take it out of.
Yeah.
And then the ball wobbles.
He lost his footing. And then
Get to his left foot before shooting. Some way.
But
you know what I like about that Kvaratskhelia goal?
Composure.
You know, he started the move, he gave the ball to Joao Neves.
Into space.
He makes a run, and Joao Neves plays the ball through the legs
What a pass.
of Frimpong.
What a pass.
But I'll talk about Van Dijk in that sequence. But first off, look, so many players would try to take it on first time.
Yeah.
The keeper probably saves it or it's off balance. Because
let's start from where he takes the ball across and invites the penalty.
No, not that one safe.
That was
Not that one safe.
from the first touch.
When the ball comes.
When he gets to the edge of or just inside
the
the penalty
box.
area.
When he's in the
he
box.
takes it across the defender.
That wasn't the first touch. He makes the first touch.
Yeah.
Almost getting close to the goalkeeper. Then Gravenberg barges into him from the back. But he still remains strong. Like he bounces. So Gravenberg stays down. Like Gravenberg wants to be on. Then he takes the first touch away from the goalkeeper. 2 defenders are in the post trying to block whatever. And then he goes again. And then the pole is even bigger from there. Like that's what Danny says. Composure and presence of mind.
Charlie.
But you see, had Van Dijk continued this, Van Dijk gave up on a goal. Had Van Dijk continued this run, by the time he would have taken the ball this way and that way, he would have been in for a block.
Yeah.
But once it happened, it was almost like, watch it.
Yeah.
Like anybody can go back and watch. Had Van Dijk continued this run, he would have been there to block it. Especially if he didn't take it on first time and he didn't take it on first time. Van Dijk can have break.
No, but you see, then again, where he slipped the ball away from Mamadashvili, he had blocked. If anything, Van Dijk by that time would have been following Kvaratskhelia. He couldn't have been going side by side. with him.
So look at where Van Dijk was. So Van Dijk was this way. Gravenberg is following him.
Yeah.
So obviously you're not joining Gravenberg. You're obviously running into the box, hoping that if there's a cutback or whatever.
Yeah.
And when you see him to be a goalkeeper, another step because obviously he's not playing the ball. So just keep going. And I'm on Tiano. Sancho Tremina. So pass out John over Puto. But listen, it's Anfield, it's Liverpool. But it's not Liverpool.
No. This is not the Liverpool we know. This is not the Liverpool.
Can football not happen? Let's start
beat them again.
Let's start the game. No, Pacho get or Mendes gets red card.
You the guy said the last round, and so we know it all.
Wait.
He said we will stand from Bridge if we got it there.
Oh no. This time will be different from Anfield. Oh. So you said Liverpool not get chance.
Bamford, PSG
will beat them
last
again.
season. I told you.
Penalties.
It was the same thing.
PSG will beat them again.
No, they won in 90 minutes before penalties.
Oh yeah, that was a full game.
Osama, PSG will shoot them again.
Oh, simple like that.
Oh, quick. The team be Bayern PSG semi-final. Arsenal versus Atletico.
That's the case prediction. You?
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. But I just have a feeling. I just don't know who it will be. But I just have a feeling
That thing dead it. Dead that thought. There's no comeback anyway.
One of them may have a comeback.
There's no comeback anyway.
Except it looks highly improbable.
And we know who's capable of having a comeback. So you've made a prediction.
Wow, see.
Atletico Madrid, Arsenal.
Atletico Madrid, Arsenal.
And then
But it has pained me. Barcelona should have come.
you want to show them something small.
Quick. Ateta wants to show them.
And then Bayern Real Madrid. No, Bayern PSG.
Yes.
Okay.
But Barca didn't fear Arsenal. That's why they didn't come out.
They don't work at this green already.
Madrid take 5 last season. They go double. This is open. This.
Anyway, all right, quickly, guys. Quick
6
predictions.
corners. Arsenal will score.
Quick predictions on the Premier League is back after a very, very long time.
But the corners right now, they go short too.
Then they make some.
No. The Champions League corners. The referees, the fool.
And they will take far right now.
Charlie, you see the first corner of the game. Oh, then be bad.
A giant ball wrestling.
Gabriel, you own.
Charlie, nothing happened.
Yeah.
Nothing happened for the box inside no pay.
They won't want them say this.
No be the one.
There
There be social media referees.
That no be social.
It be social media
Sumo
referees.
wrestling is
The Premier League. Guys, Premier League predictions. West Ham will run to Wanderers.
West Ham.
West Ham.
Yeah,
Danny?
West Ham home win.
West Ham Wolves.
And they Wolves number back. Wolves will draw.
Arsenal Bournemouth.
Dead it.
Well, that's not win.
Arsenal win.
Well, that's not win.
All right. Brentford Everton.
That's a good nice game.
Yeah, nice game.
Over 1.5.
Charlie, my guy is goalkeeper.
Because Brentford have got a chance now of making the top 6. Or they've got an outside chance of making 5th place, considering now that the Premier League. Because Brentford have got 46 points. Liverpool in 5th place have got 49 points. Chelsea have got 48. So Brentford can only keep winning. And they play at home against Everton. That will be an interesting game. Everton as well are on 46 points as Brentford.
Oh, these teams, we know them. When it gets to the threshold, remember Nottingham Forest from last season?
Yeah.
This is where their fall off begins. Everton or draw.
Everton or draw, Danny?
Over 1.5.
1.5. Burnley Brighton.
Over 1.5.
1.5.
Burnley versus Brighton.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1.5.
1.5. Liverpool Fulham.
Liverpool at home.
Yeah.
Fulham or draw.
Fulham or draw, I think so, because he might be tempted to rest a lot of the key players for the Champions
Fulham or
League.
draw and over 2.5.
But it's a difficult scenario now because he has to keep winning Premier League games to cement a Champions League status. Yeah. And then now he has to also think about the only possible title the club
They should have sacked him before.
Probably should have.
Because there's
No, but-
too much at stake.
Yeah,
The signings you've made, if you don't make Champions League,
Charlie.
you've worried yourself.
yeah, a lot. But again,
Europa League.
when a manager has just won the Premier League and it's had a difficult
It
next
doesn't
season,
matter. It doesn't matter.
Sometimes.
You see, top clubs are top clubs. You shouldn't be emotional
But the
about
coaches
this.
won't win every year.
But Liverpool is
But
an
you
emotional
shouldn't-
club.
what kind of title defense is this?
That one is terrible, no doubt. Liverpool, okay,
Charlie,
Southampton.
so, I don't know if you guys noticed. He has lost as many games as Amorim did last year.
15.
Now 16.
Now 16.
Now 16.
Yeah. Oh, but Amorim came for a very short time. Amorim came into the club when part of the season was done and still managed to lose this number. But some brutal.
Amorim came in November.
I guess September one will be. Feel.
But you by March, also I feel na you April.
The season has ended. I can't say.
Yeah, but I say I feel na you April. 2 months no. So 2 months minus 2 months.
But if Amorim had come earlier, you would have lost about 25 games. Sunderland Tottenham.
Sunderland.
Crucial game for
Sunderland going. Spurs are away. They can't. Stadium of Light. They'll smoke them.
Spurs win or draw.
Roberto De Zerbi comes to the club now. Sunderland don't know what to expect. Maybe
Wow, what is De Zerbi going to do?
we don't know. But you and I know that Spurs had a team like players good enough to play better than they were playing.
He win.
Spurs win or draw.
I think
plus over 1.5.
I think new managerial bounce.
Nigeria, but that's not work with Spurs.
Hey, Forest, Aston Villa, another one that looks good. 2 teams, both of them are playing in Europe midweek, and they'll play their return leg. So, Forest are in Europe, Aston Villa are in Europe.
Villa or draw.
Villa or draw.
Yes.
Crystal Palace, who won against Fiorentina by 3-0 in Europa, are playing in Conference League, are playing against Newcastle United.
Palace win or draw.
Danny, Newcastle away from home.
I think Palace win or draw.
Man United on Monday will be up against Leeds United.
Over 3.5. United over 3.5. Smoky.
That's 4 goals.
Over 3 point. United over 3.5. Smoky.
Carry game coach. I bet your coach will match 4 goals there.
Oh, Chief. Smoky. Leeds United.
It's a rivalry game.
You know, say Pato is back in this thing.
Oh yeah.
The Rasta Dog.
Dogudona.
China said, pere.
Let me say he will play, but
Dogu what?
Is he training?
in spirit is
Back around the camp. Dogudona. Chelsea, Man City.
Oh, Man City.
Okay, just give me 1 minute.
Go on.
First of all, Chelsea, they'll be foolish. They'll be very, very foolish. The thing you talk for Twitter now, I think somebody told the Chelsea hierarchy that this is what Enzo said. And also told them that this is what Cucurella said. Because anybody with eyes and a brain, if you listen to those 2 interviews, the more serious one is Cucu. Cucu was speaking directly at the club and basically sitting on their decisions. That's directly to his bosses. Just say, you don't know how to run a football club. That's what he was saying in the interview. Basically, you don't sack a manager. Somebody is gone. Somebody who has come. The one you are supposed to be taking instructions from. You are essentially saying he shouldn't even be in the job in the first place because the one who was sacked, they shouldn't have left. And that this is what the club are doing. It's not making them competitive. Cucu said some damning things. As for Enzo, he didn't mention a club. He mentioned the city. And said his girlfriend will say his wife likes Madrid. They were suggestive comments.
Yeah.
So if you are going to punish and you are punishing Enzo for 2 games, then Cucu should go for 4. But you can't punish Enzo. And then Cucurella is playing games.
Yeah.
And you are telling me that what Enzo did was crossing a line. That it be like they mean Enzo already. That's how it looks to me. It's either they mean him already or it was hearsay.
They didn't listen.
Somebody came to tell them that. And also, if you the thing you already did, but you are pushing for Champions League.
And all of a sudden, one of your best players is not going to play against City. Like,
ban him for Portsville.
Bro, take money.
Find him. You are playing. You are going to face Man City.
And one of your best players is not there. Like,
already you are light.
I tell the coach now, he won't play Andres Santos. You know they get him.
You know where
they don't be serious.
I deviate from this. Chelsea won Enzo the first time he did it.
What did he do the first time?
After the PSG game was when they asked him about his future.
He doesn't know.
And he said he didn't.
It's after the World Cup he will decide. What is wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
The club can't even warn him. It's all part of the reason I said they don't be serious. The club can't warn Enzo that he said he doesn't know about his future. After the World Cup he will decide.
What was the full text he said at that time? That was the first mention of the city of Madrid, right?
No. The city of Madrid was the international break.
I know, but I'm saying that at that time.
Yes, he didn't mention Madrid.
Was when he threw his future.
Yes.
Open. Yes. He opened the lid to that.
Yes.
From my interpretation of it, Chelsea must have warned him the first time.
So people say yeah.
Yeah. So for him to have then doubled down on it, they would punish him for 2 things. That we had a conversation about this, and now you've actually gone to do worse than it. That is reprehensible. The other reason they would punish him is that they would also view that as the guy whose commentary opened the floodgates. And subsequently, we have seen Cucurella take a similar path to then go and criticize the club. And they would want to deal with it in a manner that sends a message to the rest of the squad that this behavior, we do not condone it. Was that the best way to go about it? I doubt, because if you are cracking the whip, then you don't leave Cucurella. You sanction him as well. Also, given how your season has played out, just like yourself and Daniel have said, do you really have to punish them in a way that deprives the team of 2 of your best performers, even if, especially in the case of Enzo, he's not always the guy? You get me? But the final point that Chelsea may have looked at also is that, and I suspect Cucurella is the guy they really wanted to go after. But the final point is this. They really wanted to nip any conversation about their project in the mud.
And they think 2-game ban will stop players from doing it.
I'm just saying
they don't know footballers.
That review, that harsh criticism ought to come from the rest of the world, but not their employees. Because it is damning when the principal actors of the project are now, excuse my language, shitting on the project publicly.
But now the response to that has been that the hierarchy people have said in close quarters, confided in Reece James and even Marco Correa that and Caicedo, that they are going to sign Premier League experienced players to upgrade the squad to a title challenging group. So, and look, and for me, nobody can convince me that Cucurella, Enzo, and all the players just got to the media and started talking.
Oh, they would have spoken. Yes.
They would have spoken about this in-house. The manager would have heard this. The hierarchy would have heard this. Their agents would have spoken to the team that these are the expectations of my player. My client wants to be competing for Champions League.
Yeah.
My client wants to, can we guarantee him this? If not, I don't know about our relationship.
Your manager is saying that top 4 is not his priority. So next season, you playing in Champions League is not his priority.
And the player says that that's not a kind of...
But you see, whatever, that guy does not have gravitas. Rosinho.
Why?
So whatever he doesn't have the track record. He clearly doesn't have the personality.
The moment his title is Rosinho, Chelsea manager, anything he says is an official position of the club.
Then let me finish. He doesn't have the gravitas in the sense that he's not the sort of guy who can go against what the club has said is our objective.
So what's Rosinho saying the club's objective?
Yes. That's the point I'm making.
Yes.
That whatever
and the players don't agree.
The players don't agree.
That is the club.
Yeah, but the players don't agree. And the
2-game ban. It doesn't make sense.
Let me tell you this. Cucurella, when he was leaving Brighton for Chelsea, he didn't for a second think he would probably be the second best left back in the world after Nuno Mendes.
Yep.
He didn't think it. 2 years on, he looks like himself.
After Nuno Mendes and Derek.
And looks like Hincapié. And Hincapié is on the verge of winning.
But Hincapié better pass him. Hincapié better pass him. Why want to talk?
He looks like Balde.
Calafiores have better pass him.
He looks like Balde.
And they have league titles.
And they're going to win. He's Spanish.
Yeah.
And they're going to win. He look at Carreras and Frank Garcia. And they're playing in some elites. And it's like, no, Charlie, it's enough for Cook the thing well. So all of a sudden.
For Cook.
Yeah, Cook for not for Cook. Because all of a sudden it's like, no. Right now, the Chelsea thing and they talk now. And I always tell people, the kind of player Chelsea sign and where they sign them from. It doesn't matter what project you sell to them. They will come.
They will come. Yeah.
They will come. You've got to pick Liam Rosinha from Strasbourg.
Of course you come.
Of course. What do you expect?
Strasbourg.
Strasbourg. You want him to tell you that if you don't give me a tools to win the Premier League, he will enter first. It's the same thing that happened to Maresca.
Yes, yeah.
Enzo Fernandez had played half a season in Europe. From Argentina. Half a season in Europe. And Chelsea came with almost a world record.
108 million pounds. 108 million pounds.
It doesn't matter what project you sell to him.
He will come.
He was even making 3 times the money he was making in Benfica. He was going to make it in Chelsea. But he arrives at Chelsea. He sees that, why is Declan Rice and...
In fact, before he arrives at Chelsea, he wins the World Cup.
Yes.
That's a significant mindset change.
So he comes in like, because when I was coming to Benfica in Europe, my mind was, I'll take you slowly then. But Charlie,
right now I'm a World Cup winner.
Zubimendi and AE are going to win Premier League. Declan Rice and Odegaard. But Odegaard, the most boxing stuff. I'm sure that if you do pass up, you catch it. And he looks around and it's like, City won the Carabao Cup. They can win the FA Cup. O'Reilly.
O'Reilly,
bad.
And then he checks the Barca. It's like, Mark Bernal.
No,
but let's make you look at me. If you go Madrid safe, that Kamavinga boy, you don't know about play past me. That other Guleno. I show me that. So all of a sudden, they're looking at their peers and in football, everybody raised themselves in certain levels. So they're like, Chelsea in Mbwame. And I said it. That you can bring these young boys. Those who are really good won't stay. Those who are no good won't take you anywhere. It is the blend.
Garnacho.
It's the blend of it. I used to the guy. The one
Garnacho.
Argentina safe.
Obwa.
They won't load them go. You don't go Strasbourg safe. They won't load them go. So for me, it is what it is, and hopefully they change that thinking next season, and then they have to.
We like them like that.
They change that. Get more players in who can take the team to the next level. But and it's a normal human behavior. If you like open a radio station and let me come and work there. If I come and I'm nobody from SS, I can come and work there. If after 3 years I realize that I'm as good as Danny,
you level up.
True. If you give me one character,
No lie.
and I will start a call at you, them say, Charlie, enjoy the slot no day there.
Slot to.
It be normal. It be human ladder. It be normal human ladder. And one thing Chelsea they forget: South American player.
Very ambitious.
Forget South American player. Forget
Iberian Peninsula.
From where he from? No, where he from? The only teams they there be Barca and Real Madrid. Forget every other team. No, they matter from where they from. Forget where they from. No, the only teams that make sense with those two teams, because truly they are the only two teams that their legends played and made the Ballon d'Or and became. You be Argentine. You were watching Messi as a small boy and Messi play Barca.
Maradona.
You saw Mascherano. You saw Charlie. You Di Maria them come Madrid and things. How many Argentines will they play for?
Even the great Ezekiel Garay. The great Fernando Gago.
Abba. So bro. That's what you make. I saw the day they doing body humble like humble.
You go left.
Make some Barca or Robert. The way he cried, give Brighton say, "Let me leave. My mother." If you say you guy give me say, as if Kidi, the only team won't play for me Barca or Real Madrid. Don't stop on his dream.
But if Caicedo go Madrid, he said to.
Why if you guys had to use them as an example? It's over, man. It's over. Thank you for enjoying this podcast. Thank you for joining us on this one. Please drop all your comments on what we've discussed, your review of the Champions League. Follow us, like us. Remember to get onto the Betway platform. Bet responsibly. They've got the best words in the world. We've seen some mushroom ones coming up, but still now Betway the rule because Charlie, if you go anywhere, you come back home. Wherever you go, you go roam.
Because Betway still on top.
Yeah, you go still on top.
Yeah,
you go roam everywhere. Go eat your body for outside. You come back home. So Charlie, thank you very much, guys.
But when you come back home, will they take you back? That's the question.
Betway they will take you back.
Stay home.
But stay home and always stay at the top. Thank you guys for thank you guys for always tuning into the podcast. And you know, I love about our video before you go. Those of you are cutting the short videos and posting on
them full pass.
They promote the show pass.
You are the best. You guys are really the best.
The Souk
yeah, Souk something official. Yeah. Correct guy. And all of you, massive love to you all.
Yeah, Charlie, I see some guy every today.
Yeah.
For second.
Oh wow.
And the work is DK. Well, put me aside, Charlie. Charlie, he didn't believe we pass. Malam go. You people are making
nonsense.
Joel be named.
Joel, you spotted.
No, if you had
great Malamite.
Malamite.
Yeah, he's a Malamite. But you people they make nonsense of all the shows we they do on other platforms because anytime you put a beat with
Malam.
Every time they are Malam go, they didn't say all the other ones. Nobody they forgot.
No,
Charlie.
You go for listening to the other ones.
Yeah. Action today. Yeah, Charlie. All right, so then
Malam
catch you guys on the next one. Coach will be here, God willing, next week, and then we'll have a lot more fun as we always do on the podcast. Have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful week. Bye.